Hey YouTube, Wes here checking in with a brand new episode of Movie Time with Wes, and as you see from the title of this video, these are going to be the titles I picked up at the Criterion half-price sale in July 2020. Wasn't sure the sale was going to be happening this time. The July 4th weekend rolled around and sort of checked out, went to the Barnes & Noble website to see if the sale was going on. I was going to plan a trip down to the town where our Barnes & Noble's at, and nothing at all. So I was like, well, maybe, because of what's going on in the world right now, they're just not going to have the sale this time. We're going to have to miss out. But unfortunately, the following weekend, it was basically announced that the Criterion sale would be happening. And people started going to stores, and I was lucky enough to get into my local, which is not real local store, that weekend as well, because the stock is very limited this time. Since the stores have been closed, they've been sort of dwindling down their stock. They haven't gotten in a lot of new things since a lot of things are shut down. But yeah, I still managed to find 6 titles this time. Was pretty glad to get them. They were 6 titles from my wish list, and my Criterion collection wish list just keeps growing and growing and growing. But managed to knock out 6 titles this time, and maybe come around in November, have another sale, and I'll be able to knock out a few more off that list. But let's go ahead and get into this. These are the ones I picked up this time. So the first movie I picked up here is pretty much a stone cold classic. It's a movie I've seen many times before. It's a movie I've owned before in the past, but never in the Criterion Collection version, and I don't think I've had this on Blu-ray either. I've had this on DVD and VHS. This is The Silence of the Lambs, spine number 13, so very early in the Criterion Collection, but this is the more recent version in this nice case they made for it. I believe there's a pretty decent sized booklet in here. And yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Silence of the Lambs. It's a movie I love. Just twisted and sick and crazy stuff, and just a really awesome movie. I'm looking forward to revisiting this movie and seeing what the Criterion Collection did with the movie itself, as well as the lovely special features that we get on the Criterion Collection. So that was my first pick, is The Silence of the Lambs, spine number 13. All right, and the second title I picked up, this is a pretty recent release on the Criterion Collection, and definitely one that immediately went on my wish list when they announced that they put this out. I think they put this out sometime last year, and that is Sidney Poitier's The Heat of the Night. This is spine number 959. And even though I know of this movie, I sort of get some of the references to it. I have never actually watched this movie before, so this is my first time seeing this movie, I'm pretty sure. And I'm really looking forward to it, from 1967. So I look forward to experiencing this in the Criterion Collection and seeing what they have done with it. So that's In the Heat of the Night, Sidney Poitier. All right, this next movie I chose is another one I know a good bit about. I have read the book that this movie is based on, but I have never actually seen the movie. And that is Michael Radford's 1984, spine number 984. Sure that was no accident. Looking forward to checking this one out. As I said, I read the book before, and I know the material, but it's gonna be nice to see this and experience this movie. So, 1984 was my third pick. All right, next thing I picked is a documentary. This is very well-known documentary, one I saw in the theaters and loved. I've owned the original DVD release of this documentary since it came out. Basically, I went on the day it came out and bought it, and I've had it ever since. It's one I've never gotten rid of, but now I want to have this on the Blu-ray Criterion Collection, and that is Michael Moore's Bowling for Columbine from 2002. So yeah, it's been a while since I've watched this. It's going to be interesting to see how well it's held up and see how well I like it, and do the whole Criterion Collection series. They've done a ton of extra features on this release, so I'm really looking forward to diving into this and revisiting Bowling for Columbine. It was a really great documentary, and I do like Michael Moore's documentaries, so that was my fourth pick. My fifth pick is the one I probably know the least about. I'm pretty sure I got this off of a recommendation from the Criterion Channel's YouTube website themselves. They do their closet picks, and I think somebody picked this one, and it just sounded interesting, and I added it to my wish list, and that is Liliana Cavini's The Night Porter from 1974, spine number 59. So one of the earlier Criterion Collection releases. So this is dealing with World War II and Nazi Germany, and after the war, kind of dealing with that whole thing. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Definitely sounds right up my alley. A movie I really love is The Reader, which is a similar sort of themed movie in dealing with post-war Germany and dealing with people who were part of the Nazi Party and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So that is my pick number 5, The Night Porter. Okay, and the last one I picked this time from the Criterion sale is another documentary. This is another one that I got on a recommendation from the Criterion's website, or the Criterion Collection's YouTube channel. And that is Jenny Livingston's Paris is Burning. So this is a documentary about drag queens in New York City in the 1990s, late 80s, early 90s, or late 80s basically. And different warring factions within different groups of drag queens in New York, in particular African American drag queens. So I thought that was an interesting subject matter. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It's something I have not seen, but it sounded very interesting to me. I just wanted to grab this one and check it out. So that was my 6th and final pick from the Criterion Collection sale. Thank you for watching the video. Go ahead and put down in the comments below, what did you get at the sale if you participated in the Criterion sale this time? Look forward to hearing what you got, any suggestions you have of things you think I might like. Also, if you're a Criterion fan, coming up in my next full episode of Movie Time with Wes, episode 5 I believe it's going to be, I did recently find a whole bunch of Criterions at the Goodwill when they opened back up after everything was shut down. So I got some more Criterions coming. I got some more Criterions in the past few months other than just what I'm showing here. I found some sealed Blu-ray Criterion movies in Goodwill. It was a lucky day. So stay tuned for that episode 5 of Movie Time with Wes. Check it out. Subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, a great night. See you at the movies. Cheers.